If you're looking to beat 11-30, then this is the guide for you, because it's all you're going to need to get that easy 3-star completion. Yo, what's going on guys, it's Mookie, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you exactly how to beat 11-30 in the regular story mode of Cookie Run Kingdom. This guide will help you get that nice 3-star completion and push you forward into chapter 12, which in my opinion is way easier than 11. Quick disclaimer so you know, my team is a little overpowered than the current level, but don't let that hold you back, because if you guys are looking just to beat this level for the first time, use this exact team and get that 1 or 2 star, and come back when your cookies are a little more buff. With that out of the way, let's jump right in. Now in terms of team comms, in the front line we're going to have Dark Choco for that defense break, as he always just clutches up, as well as he's the frontline tank. Alongside that, in the middle lane I'm going to be using Eclair Cookie, because that debuff he provides is still unmatched. Alongside him, I'll be using Licorice Cookie to help with that constant defense buff they provide. So we got a Cookie weakening the enemy in Eclair and a Cookie buffing your team in Licorice, which just works super well together. I got Vampire in the back line alongside Cotton, as they're just so strong and a really nice combo as well, as Vamp hits like a truck and Cotton provides stuns on the enemies and heals for the team. Also, she summons minions like Licorice, which is just more passive damage that all adds up in the end. In terms of treasures, you're going to want to use the Scroll for the extra attack percentage, the Watch for that extra ability cooldown, as well as the Sugar Swan, as I always use this if I'm going for a 3-star, as it acts as a safety net for my cookies, and works super well if you're trying to 3-star a stage and are finding that just one cookie is dying at the end. This can definitely help you clutch up. Now for the gameplay, it's pretty straightforward. I took it off auto mode, even though I'm fully capable of autoing it because my cookies are a little overpowered at this state. But take it off auto mode, manual the level, you'll save stamina, and it's a one-time deal, so if you're stuck on this level, just manual it, there's no shame in it. And I'm kind of just spamming all the abilities just to make sure I can get through the level a lot easier. I'm more conservative with Vamp's skill, as I want to use it at a crucial moment, as he does have the capability of taking out one enemy entirely by himself, making the battle go a little more in my favor. And then in terms of the boss, I slow it down to 1x speed, and then the order I'm going to prioritize skills to make sure for survivability, and I suggest you guys follow, is going to be your support characters first, so in this case Licorice, as well as Cotton, to get that defense buff and rotate the heals in and out. And you can see there's a lot of characters that line up with the cooldowns. I'll explain that in a second, but following that order, I'm going to make sure to focus Eclair, as well as Dark Choco to get the weakening effects in as much as I can, following it lastly with Vampire to make sure he gets the biggest nuke he can. I picked these specific treasures as they're all passive treasures and you don't have to worry about it too much in manual mode, but as I was saying earlier, you guys can see my Eclair and Vampire line up nicely, as well as my Cotton and Licorice also line up nicely with their cooldowns, that I have nice seamless rotations. This is what you should aim for when doing levels like this, as it just makes the levels a lot easier. And with that, you can see it's not too bad to 3-star. This is also my more free-to-play friendly team. I have other teams that I can use to do this, but this one should be accessible to everybody and hopefully works out for you guys, and you can easily 3-star it too. Before we hop into the toppings of each cookie, it would be greatly appreciated if you guys would take the time to consider liking and subscribing, as it helps me know you like this type of content. And feel free to leave some comments below if you have any questions about the game, and or if you have any suggestions for videos you'd like to see, as I'm open to any suggestions. And with that, let's check out these toppings. Now in terms of my toppings, we'll just go one by one. For Dark Choco, I am going to be running the full almond set all decked out, and I'll go one by one so you guys can kind of see. If you need to stop the video to screenshot to kind of compare, feel free. Essentially, I'm just going for as much damage resist and defense as I could get. Now moving forward to Eclair Cookie, I'm still on a hybrid build of the Swift Chocolate and Almond set, as it's just what works with me with my current toppings. I'm just too lazy to upgrade something else, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Again, I'll go one by one so you guys can kind of get an understanding. For this one, I honestly just went for any stats that just helped. Crit, cooldown, anything that just gives a hand. Anything that just helps out with the cookie, making it a little more busted. I could always invest a little more into Eclair, but like I said, it's working right now, so I don't want to mess around with it too much. Moving on to Licorice, he's on a full Swift Chocolate set, as I do use him a lot for the guild boss as well, and I want his ability to get off as quickly as possible. So for this one, I made sure to focus a lot on damage resist, as well as cooldown and attack speed. Everything just kind of blends in together, but I did make sure to go for a lot of cooldown, as I just want the minions on field as quickly as possible every time. Same goes for Cotton, as she's also a summoning character, so she summons the minions alongside Licorice, and it just works super well in terms of just getting as much passive damage out with those minions, as well as she provides heals and all that kind of stuff, so I want those heals as frequently as possible. It just makes the most sense. And lastly with Vamp, this is probably my best cookie in this team in terms of power, as well as what I specified for the substats. I went on a full Searing Raspberry set and made sure to focus a lot in attack and crit. I did get a little lucky with some of the rolls, but quite honestly, you can just settle for something a little bit worse than this, and it should be just fine. He was going into this extremely overpowered, so as long as you can get him a nice power balance for this level, you should be able to beat it with flying colors. So if you followed along and followed all of these steps for the team building as well as the team synergy, then you should be well on your way to beating 11-30. And if you guys want to check out my other social media, my links will be in the description below, including my Twitch where I stream twice a week. And with that, thank you all for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day or night wherever you're from, and peace.